on?
What's going on? Josh, it seemed like y'all a lot more versatile with just all the options y'all picked in the receiving room. Can you talk about that this year, just like all the different pieces you guys brought in? How much better you think y'all can be this year than last year?
Oh yeah. I think it's got a little bit to do with kind of opening the playbook up a little bit. We got formations for everything, puts everybody everywhere. So it makes it hard for defenses to game plan somebody because they can be in a different spot the next week. So I think it's a big thing with the offense right now, and once we get it down, it's gonna be we're gonna be explosive.
And then for you, getting an off season now, not having to come in whatever week 8, whatever it was last year. How different does it feel going into this year?
It's awesome, to be able to actually learn why we're running plays and what we're looking for in defenses to be able to run this play or that play. So being able to start from square one is a big difference.
I feel like sorry,
last one. And you guys, everybody's been saying it feels a little different. And Jameson Williams and T.J. Hawkinson still haven't really been out there right now.
We got a lot of weapons, man. It's gonna be exciting.
Do you feel like you just got to show people a little bit of a taste of what you can do last year, and there's more to come?
Definitely. I was kind of struggling through a couple of injuries last year, and so being able to come back healthy this year and feeling great.
Hey Josh, you've seen Jared at his best. When he's at his best, what does his game look like?
Pressure. He can put the ball anywhere on the field. Is accurate. He's definitely one of the best quarterbacks in the league when he's on his game.
Dan, talk to us a little bit about how competitive he thinks the linebackers room is going to be. Just from your assessment, how competitive is the wide receivers room?
Everybody's competitive out here, man. I haven't found one group that isn't. So it ain't gonna change with the receiver group.
I know it's early, but just looking at St. Brown and that guy, you see a big leap for him this year, though?
I do. As long as he continues the trend, and from what I've seen so far, he is.
When you guys get everybody back healthy, get out there on the field, where do you think that this unit will compare against the other wide receiver units in the division?
We focused on us right now, man. So doing all that comparing stuff, I haven't really thought about it, but we're coming out every day to get better, and like you said, we're competing against each other. So we're out here to making each other better.
I don't know if you pay attention to outside, but nationally people are sort of picking the Lions as a bit of a sleeper this year, make a big leap after last year. Do you hear that? Do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Like I said, man, we focused on us right now. Taking it one day at a time, getting better, learning this offense, and getting ready to put it out all together when seasons comes.
Having so much experience with Jared that's relatively unique to this wide receiver room, have you been able to kind of help acclimate those guys to maybe his strengths and how they can kind of develop that chemistry a little bit quicker? I think
it's a group a group effort. It's a lot of talking, a lot of communicating. Do you like how you like that route? Was that ball in a good spot? It's communicating. So I think as long as that continues, I think our we'll be on the same pages.
Sounds like from talking to Ben Johnson that Jared's probably had more of a hand in building this offense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you sense that from him in your conversations with him this offseason?
Definitely.
Was that to him, I guess?
Definitely, and it's a lot of kind of carryover from our time with the Rams and stuff, and so for us to be comfortable with that, plus implementing our scheme and our culture into it, I think it's a big difference.
This goes off of it and just how well you know Goff, and I guess this is personal just from how well you do know him and your time with him, but Johnson said that they were paying a lot of attention to how he did with the Rams and what he did with the Rams and how he's going to make this season the best season of his career. You said at his best. Was something missing last year, or was he not himself last year? You know what I mean?
Coming in halfway through, it's kind of hard to say. I say when I got here, he was starting to look like the old Jared, like the Jared I've seen in the past. So I can't speak on last year, but this year, I'm seeing some great things from him, and looking forward to what he brings to this season.
What is the old Jared? He's kind of
making plays. You know, I ain't gonna say he's a raw guy. You know, he's real even keel, but you know, you'll see some spark out of him every once in a while.
When you size up those scheme changes offensively from last year to this year, what do those scheme changes look like?
I ain't trying to give away. You working for it. We're going to be attacking teams, man. We're going to be attacking teams. That's all I can say about that one.
It's clear you have a level of buy-in with Jared Goff as your quarterback, and given that that's such an important thing in the NFL and really across all sports, how much of a help is that to kind of have this knowledge that, hey, this guy, he's been to a Super Bowl, he's played in big games, all those other things when it comes to maybe new guys coming in and buying into the culture?
I think it helps a lot, man. And then, not him being a true veteran in the league going on his 7th year. I mean, it's easy, especially when you're a rookie coming in, not really knowing much. So I mean, it's easy to follow the culture and get sucked into the culture, man. Especially here, because it's addicting.
The culture is addicted, you said?
Yes.
What, the energy?
Energy, everything, man. Everything everybody brings out here is awesome.
Earlier, Dan talked about how he was impressed with Jameson Williams. Obviously, he's not out there. We got to field you guys, but just how mentally engaged he's been in the meetings and going over plays. Just from being a fellow wide receiver, what are some things that's impressed you from what you've seen from him?
Oh, yeah. I was like, he hadn't been on the field and stuff, but he's a smart dude. A lot of that stuff I was talking to him. A lot of stuff kind of is the same. His carryover from when he was in Alabama. So I think he'll pick it up fine when he gets out here and is actually able to run through it.
You guys had conversations about once he's back, that'll open up things for me and DJ, or is that kind of conversations on how you can be complimentary like that?
I mean, everybody on the field could be complimentary, man. We got weapons. I'm excited to bring see what he brings and stuff. So it's gonna be fun when we get everybody out there.